So it's Thursday, the 4th of May. 2 days to go until the big day. And we're here in St. James's Park to see how the last lot of preparations are getting along. So in St. James's Park, there is going to be a screening area. And if you can see straight ahead, I think that is going to be where the screen area is. So I love the side they've put on it, and it's still got the four nations symbols. So that white picket fence over there, I think, is going to be a section reserved for accessibility. And then this green patch in front is where people are going to sit, and straight opposite, well, you can see where the big screen is going to be. You can see the speakers that are going up. I think they're just mounting them now, ready for Saturday. So we came out onto the Mall. The food trucks are starting to arrive because there'll be lots and lots of people, not just at the viewing areas, but also on the Mall as well. Oh, what's this? Oh, coffee truck. Everybody needs a little bit of coffee. Very noticeable today, a lot more police around, so there's a big police presence in the area, as well as the security teams,
This is
which is very much needed.
Thank you for your patience while we adjust our levels. This is a sound check. Thank you for your patience while we adjust our levels. This is a sound check. Thank you for your patience while we adjust our levels.
So as you can hear, there are sound checks going on, which is really important. You can see the lines of portaloos over there, and then you can see the double barriers, and you can see a lot of people starting to camp, as this lady is down on the left. And then something I hadn't thought about, they had to take the traffic lights out of the middle of the Mall. So that's what you can see on the truck. Didn't think about that. So when all the soldiers and the coaches come processing down, they won't be in the way. So that was quite a novelty to see. And then this is going up the Mall. You can see a line of tents and flags are out. And it's nice to see all the different nations. So we've got Welsh flags. I did see some Canadian flags before as well. So they've got their spot ready to go. London Loyal. Happy Coronation Day, King Charles III. So we carried on through to Green Park, saw some police and Chelsea pensioners, and then we saw these gentlemen putting the screen up for Green Park. So there's that red background with the nation's symbols again. And look, this is the area where you can watch on the big screen. So we've got medical, welfare areas. This is the accessible area where the white picket fence is. And then it's very well done. I mean, all the signs, toilets very important. So the screen will be right at the bottom, just above the red tape there. And then everybody will be sitting down this green patch to watch on the big screen. And then that shows you how to exit and how to get out. I'm sure it'll all be very, very organised. So we decided to go through to Mayfair today. So this is a print shop that's got its bunting and Coronation logo up. Saw this on the way, Charles Street. So I wonder if one day there'll be a Charles III Street. There's definitely a Charles II Street. So this is in Mayfair. So we had to look at some of the shops. And I thought this was beautiful. Look at those flowers, and they've got the bunting wrapped in between, and the definite theme of red, white and blue. Then this crown in front of the church near Mount Street, gorgeous. I love how they've done they look like hydrangeas actually, but I'm not quite sure. And there, The, again, red, white and blue, so it's in the shape of the imperial crown or St Edward's crown that Charles will be crowned with this Saturday. So I just thought that was really lovely to pop up past. It's hidden away, so it's not far from the Connaught Hotel. And this is the Connaught Hotel. They've got their bunting wrapped up the trees. So then we carried on round. So at the weekend there's going to be a coronation garden party in Grosvenor Square. It sounds really, really lovely. So this is today. They're starting to set it up ready. I think there's going to be lots of food and drink. And look at this, a throne. A throne fit for royalty, so you can have your turn in the chair. So Mayfair Garden Tea Party. I had a go. It was very comfy. I didn't want to move. So if all thrones are like that, I think it's a good thing, isn't it? So will you be going along to a garden party this weekend? Let me know. This is a jeweller's which has released a special charm, which is actually a replica of the crown. We did pop in and have a look, and it was absolutely stunning. So it's an amethyst in the middle, and then it's got sapphires and rubies all around the outside. And it actually has a hidden compartment at the bottom, which springs open, so you can put a little note. You can see the hinges just there. It's quite hard because of the reflection, but it was absolutely stunning, and that was limited edition to 100, I think. And so that is a shop on this lovely little street that has all of its bunting up. Oh, and then we're back to Phoenix. They're putting up their flowers. I have to say, I feel it's a bit last minute, but they've got their red, white and blue going up. I imagine it's going to be a complete circle when it's finished. I don't know if you can see the gentleman up at the top out the window putting the flowers up. Then we came out onto Regent Street and I saw Molton Brown's window. I thought this was gorgeous. Got the blue flowers and the red. I just think that's really, really chic. And the huge coronation symbol, and then they've got their bunting. And I like this message in this window. Our warmest congratulations to His Majesty King Charles III on his accession to the throne. I thought that was rather nice when the shops put a message. This is just looking down Regent Street. How fabulous does it look with all the flags up? It's a wonderful street. The buildings are absolutely gorgeous on Regent Street. So extremely exciting. I heard on the grapevine that the Prince and Princess of Wales, Kate and William, are coming to the pub today, the Dog and the Duck. So this was built in 1897. There they are. And they're celebrating their 150th anniversary. So it's a Grade 2 listed building in Soho. And the pub has welcomed many famous faces. I believe George Orwell and Constable and Rossetti have all had pints here, as well as Madonna. And then after they'd gone into the pub, they came to say hello. I actually got to shake Prince William's hand, so that was very exciting for me. I couldn't believe it. They were just so at ease and just lovely to talk to. And it was just so exciting to come across this. And I believe they actually arrived via the Elizabeth line, so on the tube, which is pretty cool. So you can see some well-wishers have given some flowers. That looks a lovely bouquet that Kate has there, doesn't it? But they both spent time talking to everybody as much as they could, so that was so exciting and very unexpected. It's not every day you get to see royalty, is it? So that was lovely. So this was hidden in Kingly Court. Gorgeous flowers. It's a bar called Cahoots, and they've got their red, white and blue flowers and the wooden crown embedded in there. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And lots of other shop windows. So this one's a lovely one. Some sparkly and Camilla and Charles. I think that's a lovely photograph of them. And here's another window, which has got the Union Jack and a picture of King Charles in the window. And Sotheby's, they've got their crown. And apparently there's a replica set of the British Crown jewels, which are going to go on auction. Look, estimate 10,000. Is that correct? And then even here, Cartier, Maison Cartier celebrates the coronation of His Majesty King Charles III. Beautiful shop on New Bond Street. And then some of the arcades. So this is Burlington Arcade. So they're covered. It's a covered arcade of shops, really beautiful. So they've got their red banners with the national emblems and the Charles III cipher. But I also love in this arcade how down the middle they've even got a carpet featuring the nation's symbols on a red background. This is another arcade called Piccadilly Arcade, and they've got their Union Jack bunting up, down, and some of the little shops. God Save the King, Charles III, Long May He Reign. It's really fun seeing what the different windows have, and these, I think everyone needs a pair of these for Saturday, don't you? How fun are they? I just think that's fabulous. And then this shop was wonderful. It's got a video reel so you could see Prince Charles being crowned, and there's lots. Oh, look at that! The coronation of his mother, and that's the balcony scene, and Prince Charles as a child at his mother's coronation. So it's quite poignant, isn't it? He was there at 4 years old at his mother's coronation, and now finally, 70 years later, it's his turn to be crowned. So it's sort of bittersweet, isn't it? You become the monarch when your parent passes away. Congratulations, Your Majesty, on your coronation. I thought that was wonderful. This is on Jermyn Street, and this shop, I love the picture of King Charles there. And it's got the Prince of Wales logo, and then there the Charles III cipher. And these were all made beautifully. And look at that, that's the coronation logo. So made all out of plants. It looked sort of mossy. I wasn't quite sure what it was, but it's got that feeling of nature again. So there's the crown. Sorry about the reflections, it was quite hard to get. And then this is the orb, which is part of the coronation regalia, which will be presented to His Majesty on Saturday. And then round the corner we've got Fine Art Shop. So they've got their portrait of King Charles, and then they've got paintings as well. So, I mean, that painting's just gorgeous, isn't it? They've also got the Prince and Princess of Wales there in the window, who I've just come across. Then this is a lovely photo. I do like this one of King Charles and Queen Camilla. Oh, and we're back at Christie's because I wanted to see if their flowers had been finished. And they have. Doesn't that look superb? I love it. Again, the flowers are so gorgeous. Red, white, blue. Well, I think they've done a fabulous job on that. Oh, look, and there were coaches and coaches of policemen in the back streets here. Not sure if they were having a pint at that pub. And then look at this. Wow, the whole building is covered with their bunting. Then the Charles III cipher. I think that is fabulous. I absolutely love that. Wow. I wonder if more buildings will be dressing up a little bit. Havana cigars. they've got their Union Jack up. So this is just round the corner from St James. Oh, Berry Brazen Red now. This is a wine merchant's which supplies the royal family. So this is inside. It's a gorgeous shop. They've got their bunting up. So they're right opposite St. James's Palace. And it's such a lovely shop just to go and have a wander around. So we're back up by Buckingham Palace. Here are the media tents, looking a bit busier than they did earlier this week. Look at the red tulips. And oh my goodness, here we go again. The King is in Buckingham Palace again. I think there's a few garden parties going on, or maybe they're greeting people. Oh look, and this was a Harry and Meghan look-alike, which was funny to see. This could be the BBC studio, I'm not sure, but this is another pan around to the media tents. Oh, the Portaloos are on the move. A lot going on. Very, very busy because, well, they've only got tomorrow. But I have to say, actually, at the gates of Buckingham Palace, it was fairly quiet today. So there's the Royal Standard flying high. Oh, and look, there's some gentlemen entering. So there's a footman who will open the door for them, which is nice, isn't it? I just can't get over having seen the Royal Standard fly so much because you don't often, well, particularly in the later years of Her Majesty's reign, because she spent more time in Windsor, you wouldn't often see the Royal Standard. Oh, and I spy a camera up there, so I imagine that will be looking down the Mall for the procession. And yes, round the Victoria Memorial, they are there for the media. So that's what all that scaffolding was for. So back we go. We're near Victoria. Even the libraries are getting involved. Look at this gorgeous library in Victoria. They've got their bunting up. And then we popped into Hummingbird Bakery. They've got the Charles cake, and then this one adorned with crowns and bunting. And then this was another one, red, white and blue, more bunting and crowns. So they look tasty to eat, don't they? Very nice. And that's a cupcake selection. And this was the florist next door. Can you see the crown? It's got the red flowers, a very beautiful florist, this one. So this is just opposite Victoria Station. And then the Goering Hotel, where Kate got ready before her wedding. Congratulations, Your Majesty. It looks a beautiful hotel, and I believe they're doing a coronation afternoon tea, which I can imagine would be pretty spectacular. But I just think that's beautiful. They've got their flags adorning the sides of the hotel. And look at that red carpet, and there's the doorman waiting to greet you. Anyway, what a day it has been. The excitement is certainly building. We've only got 2 days. And London is looking ready, don't you think? It's looking spectacular. All these shops, flowers, flags, ready to go. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. And please like and subscribe. See you soon.